Hi, Dolly friends, and welcome back to my channel. You know what time it is when you see this gorgeous red sparkly paper. This is some Happy Mail and some collab stuff that I was sent from my friend Marna and Darren over at Dolls Rescued. I'm going to leave a link to their channel in my description because you definitely want to go see what these two offer on their channel. They are seriously like the best Dolly friends in the whole wide world. I love spending time with them. I love when they come to visit, and I love when we get together for doll shows, and it's just always a good time. Hi friends, so basically my chihuahuas went nuts because they heard somebody at the door, and so I'm doing a voiceover on this remainder here of the video. I'm showing the package opening here with all the goodies that Marna and Darren sent for this collab that we are working on. And there's a cute little tote. You know, Marna has been showing these totes that she's been making for the Smart Dolls, and it says Happy Mail, and this is indeed a Happy Mail along with, as I say, some of the supplies that we're going to need for this collab. And I will mention the channels, or maybe I will tag them in this video. I just am excited to look over these items. This is a 3-eye smart doll head that has been printed, 3D printed by Darren, and he sent it to us raw like this, so it's up to us to sand off and pull off any of the remaining filament that is attached to the head here and the bust. And so, as you know, we're calling this 3-eye and headlights. 3 eyes and headlights, I believe this is what we've decided to come upon. And you can see some of the raw pieces here and things that I need to address when trying to transform this bust, and hopefully get that onto one of my Smart Doll frames. This is an eye cradle here, and you attach your eyes inside of the head with this cradle, hopefully keeping the eyes in place. And this is the dome, the cap, top portion of the head, and you can see that filament also has to be removed. And I'm just feeling how soft and rubbery it is. It's a really neat type of filament that Darren uses. Here's some of the information, but I lost that unfortunately, and so I was not able to share that information. Here are some more goodies that are attached with this mail, and I am trying to be very careful getting everything out because I like to save as much of the ribbon as I can to recycle and repurpose. And it's a really pretty little iridescent ribbon, so I love that. Marna does not leave any details, you know, untouched, and she really makes a point to send some really neat things along, and so I like definitely repurposing that. And then another little bag that says Happy Mail. I love that tote. Very cute. She did such a good job with those, and they're neat for our dolls to carry and have with their little fashion accessories. And then look at all these goodies Darren printed. Some hangers for Smart Doll clothing, and or you know, any doll really could utilize those. And then we have some mugs. I know Marna loves to have her Smart Dolls using these mugs and photos, and they're just really cute little props. And some headbands that of course will be great with any fashions. And here is the Coco bust, and you could see some of the extras from the filament pressing, so I'll have to cut this all off and work with that and try to color it and paint it. Here is a really neat bust stand where you can put your doll heads, your Smart Doll heads, when they're not on a body, and that's a really neat thing. And we have some ears, some elf ears for Smart Dolls that are really, really super cute. And Here are some soles. I love those hot pink soles for Smart Dolls. You can, you know, make shoes, and so that was cute. And then here's another three-eyed head. I like that. You can see how glossy the filament is that has been used. I have to dig all that out of the head there. And another head cap so that it could properly sit inside there. And then, ooh, yeah, there's another eye cradle there, which really kind of didn't work out because I ended up misplacing the eyes that I purchased for this three-eyed head. They're the hand gestures, and they have some like webbing. It's like spider webbing, but it's just filament, you know, extra that needs to be taken care of and sanded off and such, although I had a rather difficult time trying to do that because this is like a rubbery type of filament that is used for these dolls, and so they're not as easy to sand as, let's say, like a plastic or a resin would be. But I'm showing a little heart gesture there. Okay, friends, so I wanted to chug along at this point because you can see here how I've already painted. I've done the eyes. I had to make my own eyes because the eyes that I had originally purchased for these girls disappeared in my gotta get these in pile, and they have been put away only to not be found. So this, I believe, is going to be Quasar, or maybe she's Nebula. I haven't decided yet. I think she's going to be Nebula. Yeah, she's going to be Nebula. As you can see, I've painted her breastplate. And the reason why I had to make a body, and I tried to make it the same length as a Smart Doll, is because of the fact that this chest, it's rather hard and rigid, and I could not get it on my Smart Doll frame. It was a little bit narrow. So I had to think fast, and I had to make a body for her. I also made her wig, and this is going to be Quasar. And Quasar also the same thing. She doesn't match my Coco body, and it's also very rigid and was not going to go over the skeletal frame of my Divergence. So I had to make a body, and as you can see, this is the body, and I've already tried to start sewing her. I was testing out this shoe. I think I might keep that shoe on. I don't know. But this is a body that I've made for her, and I've put the hands on, and I've also painted her chest plate, her boob area, and also lost her eyes. So I had to make her eyes, make her wig, paint her face. I tried my best to sand, and that wasn't working, so it was causing issues. The rubber was like eroding every time I tried, and then I tried with a scrap piece of the vinyl to see if I could melt it or to smooth it out, and it wasn't really working. And then I thought maybe that I would like papier-mâché over the faces, but I didn't want to lose the contour, so I thought I'd work with what I had, but I just wanted you to see the evolution of the body parts, what I'm doing here, and how I am adjusting and making their bodies for them. So thank you for that, and I will continue, and we'll see what we come up with. I just wanted to show you the process before they got covered up. This is some fabric that I'm playing with as an outfit, and I'll get more into that later on as we evolve with these bodies here. Okay. Hello, Dolly friends. So here is the finished product of my Quasar and Nebula. These are the wigs that I made for them, and their eyes that I made, because the eyes that I originally purchased, I think they would have been too big anyway. They were put aside for this, and then of course they were misplaced in my trying to keep them safe. Here's her little wig. I'm trying to adjust that. You can see she's got like these little lines there that were a little difficult to paint over, and I tried to sand, but as you can see, it was starting to do something there with the rubber or the filament that was used, and so I learned very quickly I couldn't really sand or do anything to their faces, so I had to make the makeup work as best as I could, and I sewed bodies on. These are the 3D printed hands, and I tried my best to file those down, and it was just really giving me a little bit of a time here. But anyway, Quasar and Nebula, these are girls that have fallen from the heavens, and they fell into a forest where they blend quite nicely in the flora and the fauna, and they're there and they help the little woodland creatures along, and that's a little story that I have for them. And you could see I could have done much better on their face-ups and their makeup, but I tried the best that I could. It's really hard with this like swirly pattern to get the makeup to sit just right, and their hair. I used this really wild hair bundle that I had, and I've used with several other dolls, but yeah, I wanted to just make them completely handmade. They almost give me like a vintage Pose doll feel. And I like that, actually, that they're like a modern take on a vintage Pose doll. So definitely go check out the other ladies who are involved in this, I believe we call it three-eye busts, three-eyed big busts, or no, three-eye, I don't know. I'll have to edit this and figure it out. But anyway, for now, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're looking like. This is what's going on. And yes, I did hand make some little hands out of clay for them as well. Well, for her anyway, because she already had some 3D printed hands. But these are my girls. Made the outfits too. And I hope you like it. Please go visit the other channels. I will have them in my description box, and you could see what they did with their smart dolls. And we'll look forward to seeing you real soon. Bye.